Guys, we are going to be starting in just a few minutes, so please grab some drinks, find some seats, and get ready for the presentation in just a little bit. Alrighty, guys, how are we doing tonight? Woo! Awesome. All out here at the beautiful Eco Lodge, getting ready for a great presentation. So, yeah, we're going to get the night started by thanking a few of our sponsors. The very first one is Carib Trans. They are sponsoring the live streaming tonight. Queen's Garden Resort is hosting our speakers and guests tonight, so big shout out to them. Absolutely. None of this would be possible without the Prince Berhard Culture Funds or the public entity SEBA, so that is awesome. They've been great supporters of us for a long time. And to all of the different businesses that are sponsoring us here throughout SEBA. It's a project that takes a lot of in-person and dedication, so big shout out to those guys. And we also want to do a special little honorary mention of some of the people that have been coming to See and Learn and been a part of it for a lot of years. You know, it's again, it takes a lot of different people to make things happen. It's not just us. It is a lot of people on the outside as well. So we're going to see a little bit how long some of these, we call them groupies, all right, have been coming to SEBA, because they do come every year that they can. You know, we always know we're going to see them in October. So very first, Tom and Beth, how long have you guys been coming to SEBA and See and Learn? So first came to SEBA in 2002, first came to See and Learn in 2003. That is awesome. Big round of applause. Now, what about Ann and David? How long have you guys been coming?
7 years to the island, and this is our 6th See and Learn.
7 years to the island, 6 See and Learn. Thank you guys very much. Now, Tim. Where's Tim at? I haven't seen him tonight. He's listening. He's live streaming, I'm sure, you know. You wouldn't miss it. So, Tim, wherever you are, thank you. Sherry and Larry, how long have you guys been coming to See and Learn? Since 2007. Awesome, guys. Oh, yeah. What about how long have you been coming to SEBA? When did you fall in love with it? Okay. So since 2010, about twice a year. Awesome. Yeah, and they own Flamboyant Cottage. They've been very gracious in giving away a 3-night stay at Flamboyant Cottage. That is awesome. So huge round of applause. Great example of everything that it takes. Now, what about Rowan and Sue?
We spent our honeymoon here in 1993.
You spent your honeymoon here in 1993? You're that old? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We got married when we were 14.
Well, thank you guys. Huge round of applause to these guys. And how many years have you been coming to see and learn?
At least 10.
At least 10 years. So, again, we get these people that are coming back every year. They're the ones that sign the paperwork if I get to come back next year. So, we got to treat them right, you know? So, now we do have those raffle tickets that are available for sale. So, a lot of great prizes. The indigo quilt is up in the corner. Some nice handmade jewelry, different baskets of goodies. All these cottages and villas. I think we have 4 different ones that are each giving away 3-night stays. It's over like $1,000 each worth of stuff. So that's awesome. Edie Witter, who is a speaker earlier in the event, is giving away a signed copy of her brand new book. So that's pretty awesome. Joe Bean is a local glass artist. She is giving away a class and a few glass sculptures as well. The Saba Conservation Foundation is doing a guided hike. There's an... Oh, yeah, so John's knife is definitely happening. It's very special. I've heard many good things about it. And he's making a handcrafted knife to give away. So that is awesome.
Carry-on certified, right?
I don't know about that. And then an 8-day, 7-night, fully paid-for scuba diving liveaboard. So that is pretty awesome. Some really incredible prizes that we got out here tonight. Now, some of our upcoming events, real quick. I believe this is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. We have a predator night hunt with our speakers tonight. So they'll be going out there trying to find some spiders, scorpions, frogs, all those vicious things out there. So definitely join in for that. On Sunday, October 10th, we've got a shark dive with another speaker that's coming into town, Tadzio. It's going to be really awesome. He's done a lot of shark tagging and things like that. And then at 5:30 is actually going to be his presentation. It is not at Eco Lodge. Which venue is it at? Long Hall. It's going to be at Long Hall. So, yeah, 5:30 p.m. Sunday, October 10th at Long Hall. He's going to talk about his adventures in the Saba Banks. Now, tonight's keynote speaker is Lauren Esposito. And she's going to be talking about rescuing humanity one spider at a time. We also have a guest speaker, Raina Bell, who is going to be talking as well. And just so you know, tonight's talk is not for the faint of heart. Dr. Lauren Esposito is one of the brave souls risking her life every single day to work with everybody's nightmare, spiders and scorpions. All the while, Dr. Raina Bell is working with everyone else's nightmare, frogs. All right, so our keynote speaker of the night, she is the curator of arachnology at the California Academy of Sciences, got her master's and PhD at the American Museum of Natural History through the City University of New York, and she has also founded Islands and Seas, a nonprofit that is dedicated to conservation and promoting discovery around the Caribbean and other places in the world. One of Dr. Esposito's colleagues is Dr. Raina Bell. She's the current curator of herpetology at the California Academy of Sciences, so that same university. And she got her PhD at Cornell, has now founded her own conservation nonprofit, the Gulf of Guinea Biodiversity Center. Their research has guided both of them all around the Caribbean islands, and tonight they are here with us on Saba. All right, so can we give a big, warm welcome to our speakers for the night?
Hi, good evening. Good evening. So this is such a perfect setting, I think, for Raina and I to talk because her frogs brought the soundtrack. They won't be quiet, in case you were wondering. But we're here actually with the whole team from the California Academy of Sciences. Back in the back, we have Dr. Mike Yon. He works on anolis lizards all throughout the Caribbean. Dr. Sarah Cruz, she's an expert on spiders of the Caribbean. And we have our Director of Digital Engagement, Laurel Allen, sitting there, who brings the science of the Cal Academy to the world. I first just want to say thank you to everybody here in Saba, in particular the folks at Saba See and Learn, Lynn, JJ, Adam, Emily. This has been fantastic, and every time I come back, I think this is my third time at See and Learn, and maybe my fifth or sixth time on Saba. I feel so welcomed and really enjoy my entire time here. Also, a huge thanks to Queen's Gardens for hosting us all week and putting up with our dirty boots being tracked across their very beautiful rooms. I want to just open this up with why islands. And I want to mention first that in all the photos in my talk are from a public website, iNaturalist, where you can take your own observations of nature and upload them. Those observations are identified by the iNaturalist user community. And once enough people agree on an identification, they become a research-grade observation that scientists like me use to map and understand distributions of plants and animals around the world, and also how those distributions change through time. And so all these are not my photos. I don't know any of the people whose photos they came from, but you might. There's little photo credits on every picture, so if any of these are yours, thank you for contributing to our knowledge of biodiversity of Saba. So, islands hold the world's greatest concentration of biodiversity. The greatest concentration of species of plants and animals on Earth are on islands. And so for me, I've spent my career trying to understand those patterns of diversity on islands, and I think more importantly, how to keep those patterns on islands far into the future, beyond my lifetime. And there's, I think, a few sort of shocking facts that make me feel really compelled to do this work. The first is that islands, modern islands, are epicenters of extinction. In fact, 75% of all recent extinctions, so extinctions documented since humans began documenting this kind of thing, have occurred on islands. So islands have bared the brunt of biodiversity loss, even though they hold the greatest concentration of biodiversity in the world. And that's an important responsibility for not only the world, but the citizens of islands who care about their natural environment. And I can't think of a more beautiful natural environment than the cloud forest here in Saba. But it's not just a past problem, it's also a future problem. 85% of all reptile, amphibian, and mammal species that are still living on islands are highly threatened with extinction. So it's not something that we can put behind us. In fact, it's an issue that we're tackling at an increasing rate every single year. But the other problem with islands that really confounds this issue is that islands are disproportionately experiencing global change. So as we experience climate change through global warming, sea level rise, increasing severity of storms, it's islands that are bearing the brunt of this. And so not only do we have this responsibility to protect biodiversity and human lives, but we have the responsibility to do it in the face of increasingly difficult circumstances. And so my title of my talk, Saving Humanity One Spider at a Time, might seem sort of ridiculous. But I think what I'd like to explain to you by the end of this talk, or what I hope that you understand, is that in saving biodiversity, in keeping our naturally functioning ecosystems and all of the services that they provide to us as humanity intact, we are actually saving humanity itself. So it's in our best interest to continue to preserve our treasure